lifestyle, the festival addicts. I'm on the Zoom right now. Hello, Daniela.
Hi, Olu.
Hi, B, and thanks everyone for watching today.
Yeah. So we're recording this right now because we have this thing called an election tomorrow. That you're probably want to give you guys some updates because guess what? It's the first time in a long time when a lot of people got to get out there and get a couple of events in. So we're going to do a couple of interviews with people who did events this past weekend. Now, my event this weekend was sitting at home with a bag full of candy, yelling at kids to get off my yard. There's no kids though. So,
So you were just out there by yourself,
but
just yelling at
I
the
still had
moon?
a bag of candy, and it was great. Yep.
I wish my
Yeah. Well, it was a
night was
blue
that
moon. I got to yell at it
interesting.
twice.
Yeah, I was out there
So let's
taking
do this.
photos, but yeah, I wish my night was as interesting as that.
Photos probably with loud music. It sounds like a great idea and a great weekend. So what we have for you guys first tonight is another Relentless Beats event happened in Arizona. And Olu, you were actually out there for us, right?
We're gonna not do that. We're gonna wait for Jack. We're doing these as
Yeah.
individual episodes, so we're gonna focus on Daniela's Cascade thing first, and then that episode will be over, and we're gonna do a new episode with Jack. So this
Okay.
episode is just Cascade.
Got it. Thank you.
No worries.
So Daniela, your Cascade drought has finally ended.
Yeah, it was
Got to see it
almost
twice.
a whole year of no Cascade. I almost
you
died.
Wow. I can imagine. You being the biggest Cascade fan we all know.
Yeah, and that's why I went 3 times.
3 times. Wow.
And I'm going again this month too, so you can have all my money.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about what happened there. How was the event? How was the location?
Yeah, so I actually have experience in different rows. So on Tuesday night, when I went with Kelly, we were in the first row. We had row A9. That was our section. So we were right up front, right next to the stage. Everything was great there. 0 complaints on visibility or sound. But then Saturday afternoon, I did get to go to the first responder show, which was a show that he added on like super last minute. And the tickets were only like $100. And it was specifically just for first responders. And luckily we have first responder friends, so we were able to get a ticket for that. But for that show, we showed up probably exactly at 12:30, and it took about an hour to get inside. Security was super slow. I feel like they had maybe 3 or 4 security guards checking all the cars. So they would clear one line, move to the next line, and just keep going like that. So it was super inefficient. I would think that with all the drive-ins they've had, they would have gotten that down by now. So that was first complaint. The next thing was we were in row F. So our spot was F165 for that show. And we could not hear the speakers at all at the beginning. Once Cascade came on, we heard him a little bit, but we heard more of the cars around us that had the FM playing. So you could hear a little bit of the speaker and the FM, and they weren't matching up. So that was just super distracting. And also, I have a little tiny car, so even if I climb on top of it, I'm not going to see the stage. And I think from where I was, that's not a bad row to be in at a drive-in. But the speakers stop at like row D. So past that, you can't really hear anything. And I don't think it's fair to have people paying the same price to be in row D and be in like row N, and you can't hear anything. I do feel like they should be raising the stage a little bit so everyone has a chance to see something, because some people do bring in really tall cars and you can't see over them.
So there was 20 rows. So
I'm not exactly sure where they ended, but there was a lot of rows behind us.
And they didn't have speakers big enough to reach all the way to the back? They didn't do like a speaker staggering thing?
No, there was 2 sets of speakers up front and then 2 sets of speakers a few rows back, and then nothing after that. It was just all FM. If your car didn't have FM or if nobody around you did, then you weren't going to hear anything. You were just having a silent disco in your head at that point.
That is effing horrible.
Yeah.
That's
I would
sad.
think it'd be louder during the day show, because who are you bothering if the show ends at 3?
So you went to a day show on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. So that show did end around, I believe it ended at 4:30. And
This
we
is in
left
Orange County, right?
What was that?
This is in Orange County?
Yeah, so that was at the City National Grove in Anaheim,
Right now, the
which
street
is
from
right next to Angel Stadium. So my question is, why not just move it into the damn stadium? They have speakers in there.
Because they don't want to put people on the field.
They can let us drive onto the field. No one's using it.
Could have just used the whole parking lot and got extra speakers. That's the thing I'm really upset about, though, is that, okay, the one thing we go to these events for the visuals, but the music's really the main reason why we go. And if you can't get speakers for an event like that just to reach the back row, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be pissed too. Like, you remember the Seven Lions? Oh, did you come for Seven Lions in Arizona? Or was
Yeah.
that Carnage? Yeah. So, like, would you say, like, the situation with Seven Lions was better, like, sound-wise? Because, like, they
1,000 times
stacked.
better.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. I mean,
Yeah.
like Bernard said, like, sound is everything. So that's kind of disappointing that you go
And I
out
think
there.
like the worst thing is like if you were like in the section where we were, where we could kind of hear the speakers and we could hear all the cars around us, it's super distracting when nothing's matching up and you don't know what to listen to at that point.
It's like an echo effect,
Yeah.
right?
It was really bad at one point. Like
Or like
sometimes
a
one
delay.
would speed up in front of the other and like, okay, which one am I paying attention to now?
Yeah, you can't dance to that. No way.
I think I have a few recordings where you can actually hear where it's like two different things playing at once.
Oh, that's bad. That ruins the whole event, in my opinion. And that's sad because I know that's your favorite DJ. But when you're up closer, it was better, right? So
Oh,
when
it's
you were up,
okay. But then we left early. We left that show early because we had to get it. We figured get in line super early for the next show so that we could get a better spot because we also had GA for that. And we did end up in row C71. So that was right in front of the next set of speakers. So we heard great at that show. It was even better because our friend had a really big car, so we just climbed on top of it and the sound was even better because you're closer to the speakers. I don't know whose view we were blocking, but that's not my problem at this point.
that's good. So here's a couple questions for you. Did he play the same set or was it a different set each night?
So I'm pretty sure it was the same set from Tuesday at the early show, but I didn't expect anything more for $100. But it was completely different for the next show, so.
Okay.
Totally.
Oh, you got
worth
any
it.
questions?
What was your favorite part of the set? So when you finally got up and you got a really good spot and like sitting on the car, like what was your favorite song that he played during the set? Or what was your favorite moment?
You can't ask me what my favorite moment during Kaskade is. He's
So
on
you mean
stage.
all of it? So the whole set was your
He
favorite?
showed up.
That was it? That was your favorite moment, just being there? Okay, fair enough.
I stared at the emergency screen at EDC telling me to evacuate, waiting for Kaskade to come on. He showed up. That was my favorite part.
Okay, fair enough. I expected nothing less.
Right.
That was the answer I expected from you. So yeah,
The wind didn't fuck us over because
It
it
did
was
not.
really windy on Monday.
the rave gods were very benevolent this time.
So I remember you put into the chat, our group chat, about the bathroom wait. How was that?
So the first day we just used the porta potties, super quick. Everything was super clean. No issues with toilet paper or anything. So the second day I did use the inside bathroom. At the daytime show, no wait. But the nighttime show, I think the most I waited was an hour to get a spot in there. So I ended up going to the
Wow.
porta potties. By the time I got a text, I had to pee again, so I went inside.
Okay, so how does that work though? Do you have to text somebody? They tell you come now you
So-
come poop?
Yeah. So when you get there, they give you a little QR code. You scan it. You give them your name and your phone number and how many people are in your party. And once it's your turn, they send you a text to come get in line for the bathroom. So you go check in, you get in line, and then they let you in like one at a time. But it is
Okay.
an inside bathroom that's completely stocked with toilet paper. So if you forgot some at home, you gotta wait or use some napkins you got from your food order that you were forced to order.
Okay,
Gotta
so
improvise.
yeah, if I didn't ask, Monique would kill me. How was your food choices?
Overpriced and underwhelming. Yeah, so
Really? Tell us how
they're
you truly
selling
feel.
a pizza for $28.
Yo, pump the brakes. How big was this pizza?
I don't know. I
That's
didn't order that
my
pizza,
question.
but the worst part was every time you wanted to order a drink, they made you order an entree. And you could only get 2 drinks at a time per person. And they're saying it's California law, but I know other venues aren't doing that. So I feel like that's just them being greedy. Because those drink prices, it was $14 for a Corona.
That's the
Was
same
it
thing they did
24-ounce
at
can?
Arizona.
Yeah, that's like EDC prices.
Yeah.
You're not gonna charge me that in Anaheim.
Yeah.
There's an AM PM right down the street from where you're at. You could have walked to and got the stuff. And legit, it's like a block away from where you're at. You could have got your stuff and walked back. Wow,
Yep.
$14.
Yeah. I also paid on Tuesday. We bought some glowing balls that had cocktails in them. Mine worked for like 5 minutes and died, and that was $19.
Was it a good cocktail?
No,
That's
it
Oh,
was like
no.
lemonade that was sitting next to some vodka.
Oh. Okay, promoters, I'm gonna do you a solid. If your speaker setup is bad, we can live with that. But if you're charging us high-end rooftop bar prices for liquor, knock us on our ass, please.
And food. You have to buy food every time you order a drink.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you're
man.
doing that to us, double up. Listen, we're not gonna tell. We promise. Just pour a little extra on there for the shots for us. Make us feel like it's worth it. That's
Yeah.
horrible. So you can get.
Can you tell us the rules for the venue in terms of bringing your own food and liquor? Should you choose to not participate in the venue shenanigans?
Yeah, so no outside food or drinks at all. They searched through everything and made people throw everything out.
You're kidding me.
They even looked in our bags.
They went to your trunks too, right?
Yeah, they even looked where my tires at.
Wow. Wow.
And that was $500 for up front or $350 for if you want GA.
For the folks at home, Daniela, remind us what venue this is again? And this is a venue rule, right? What do you know?
Yeah,
if this is
that's
the
the
same?
City National Grove in Anaheim.
And it's the same security every time. So every event there will be the same as like this. It's not just Kaskade.
Yeah.
It was like this for Gareth. It'll be like this for any future event. Dior probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
But besides that, the staff
pretty
inside
restrictive.
was amazing. They were super friendly. They were really helpful when we had to leave early from the day show to get to the night show. So props to them for not being shitty security guards. They were also really good at enforcing social distancing and people having their masks on when they're not by their car. So props to them they probably have to deal with a lot of assholes who are drunk from before they got there because nobody's getting drunk there, let's be real.
I am
Yeah.
very upset about that whole going through my trunk and going to my tire well thing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty strict. I mean, I went to a show here in Tucson a couple weeks ago, and like they just let me breeze. Like it was a drive-in show, and I pretty much breezed by. Like they just made me open my trunk. They took a look at it and told me to like go in. So I don't understand why they're being so strict.
Yeah. Well, all the other ones I've been out here in California have been like that too. They check everything, but they're not going piece by piece whatever you have in your trunk.
But you're paying $350.
Yeah.
That's $50 a person, y'all. Just let us get one bottle in, or at least if you're going to, if you're making us pay for high-rise, top of the skyscraper club with the view, prices for liquor, then make sure it's strong enough to at least give me a buzz. I don't want to feel ripped off after getting a $19 drink that doesn't work after 5 minutes, and then think, they could have added some vodka.
Well, go to Insomniac. Their drinks are $8 and really strong.
See, that's fair. Fair. Oh man, that's horrid. Did they at least let you bring in water?
One per person. Had to be under 16.9 ounces. So one regular sized bottle of water per person. Anything over that, you have to throw it out.
Yo, is this a drive-in or an airport? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty strict.
See, I can probably hear the music at the airport.
Okay, question. Was it worth it for you to see Kaskade? With all that jumping through these hoops, was that worth it at least for you?
Yeah, it's Kaskade. I wouldn't go back for another DJ though.
See, that's saying a lot though. That one DJ is your favorite DJ, so you'll go through all the hoops and all the obstacles to get there. Anybody else who decides to press play, you like F that noise.
Nope.
Oh man.
They'd have to pay me like in free drinks to get there.
That's crazy.
So, at the end of the day, what's the final verdict, Daniela? Would you do it again or no?
For Kaskade, yes. Anyone else, hell no. I'll wait for Insomniac or Relentless Beats to get them at their venues because they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So Netherlander concert in the Orange Grove City National of Anaheim, they get a big no from us.
Unless you want a silent disco, then that's your venue.
Unless you have a speaker system in your truck. Get those OC bros out there with their trucks raised up. You'll be all right.
Well, see, I think if you had a car taller than a certain limit, they put you all the way in the back anyway, so.
Dang. Oh, well. Well, Daniela, thank you for giving us time to go to the event, telling us what you think about it. We don't have to do a sign-off, do we?
No, do some sort of a sign off, but then it'll transition over to either you or Daniela telling everyone to like and subscribe. So
all right.
Sort of
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in again to check us out. I'm B. You can find me at Your Mocha Princess. Daniela.
I'm at Daniela22492 on Twitter and Instagram.
Olu.
You can find me at OluBPM on Instagram.
The Ghost in the Sky, Pooja.
Hey guys, you can find me at Pooja Shenanigans, or you can find all of us at all of our socials all around the frame here.
All right. And remember, go to our website, FestivalX247. Check out the brand new raves coming up. You can use our map function to find the closest rave to you so you can get this out. Get the feeling of getting back out again. And so I guess we'll catch y'all next time or next interview. Yeah, next interview.
Bye.
All right. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Good luck.